Hey guys, I'm Rob. This is DIYBuilt. Today we're building a simple stand for our 5-gallon water jug dispenser. This is a super easy build. Don't need a lot of tools. Don't need a lot of know-how. A great beginner project. Let's go. All you need for this project, two 2x2s and a 12-inch piece of pine shelving. Now as simple as that is, the only thing you want to make certain is the 2x2s are straight, and as long as they don't look like a hockey stick, you're good to go. I'm starting with the 4 upright legs, cutting the first one to 28 inches. Once that's done, I'll use it as a template for the other 3, so they're all identical. Now instead of just picking a random number for the top shelf, I'm going to use the water jug to figure out the overall length I need. And it looks like 18 inches is going to be the perfect size, giving the bottle a solid base while also still leaving room for a cup or even a coffee pot if I so choose. And the lower shelf is cut as a simple 12 by 12 inch square. For the valance, start by cutting another 12-inch piece from the pine shelving, then rotate it 90 degrees on your saw. Since pine shelving like this is usually laminated together from 2-inch wide strips, turning it on edge lets us rip those strips into solid pieces that'll be perfect for our valance. And repeat the exact same process for the lower shelf. Alright, now we've got a total of 8 valance pieces cut. 4 of them will stay at the full 12 inches and the remaining 4 need to be trimmed down to 10.5 inches. Next, grab the top shelf, measure back 6 inches from the front edge and mark a line all the way across. This line will serve as our reference point for the next step. Every morning I fill our coffee pot with this filtered water, so I wanted enough room to set the actual coffee pot underneath the dispenser. That's where the 6-inch extension comes in. Here I'm just using a large coffee container as a guide, lining it up with our reference line, and then centering it on the shelf. Once you got it marked out, use a jigsaw with a scroll blade to cut out the shape. As I'm coming into this 90 degree, I'm just rethinking this to maybe put a round on this so it's a little smoother transition. Do the same thing on the other side. So 5 inches up, 1.75 inches in, get that same radius. If you're just getting into woodworking, this series is for you. My goal is to show you that you don't need a shop full of expensive tools or years of experience to start building useful projects. We'll be covering everything from simple shop projects like this one to furniture and home projects, all with step-by-step instructions. Now if you were able to find straight 2x4s and also smooth, well, then you're a rock star. I wasn't so lucky. Alright, we're all sanded out now, so you should have 4 legs that are 28 inches long, 4 12-inch valance pieces, 4 10.5-inch valances, a bottom shelf, and a top shelf. For assembly, I'm going to use 1.25-inch brad nails. You're going to want to take 2 of your leg members and 1 of your 10.5-inch pieces. And then we'll do the same on the top. Now we'll take our next 2 legs, do the same thing. Take our 12-inch pieces, and they will go from the outside of our first valance to the outside of our second valance. Now the frame is going to get painted white, so I'm just going to use some wood filler and fill my nail holes as well as the seams on these butt joints. Again, everything's getting painted white, so it's not going to matter. We'll just sand that off later. Base sits on the bottom like that. And I always just use these wood spoons I get from the dollar store. Sometimes I get them on Amazon, but this time I got them from the dollar store. And they're pretty good spreaders. You can throw them away, they cost basically nothing. Center your bottom plate. Okay, so I've got a drywall primer in here. It'll work for the primer on this wood. And then pearl white. This is an interior cabinet paint. Now you can obviously paint this any color you like, but my wife wants white, so that's what she gets. Alright, with that painted up, we can set that aside to dry and get a coat of stain on our top shelf. Stirred, not shaken. Always stir your stain, don't shake it. Stain pigments sit at the bottom of the can and need to be stirred into the stain. At least that's what I was taught long ago. We don't want to stain the underside because we're gluing it. Alright, this part is totally optional. I'm going to add some dividers on the bottom shelf to keep our dispenser and box and charger separated in the lower compartment. I'm just going to use the two leftover pieces which we had from our balances. They are 10.5 inches each. Now most miter saws do have a depth gauge, so it's really just a lever that extends over. And this drop down screw allows you to set the depth of cut into your wood. In our case, we want to go halfway into the wood, and we're going to remove this section. And that's what we end up with. And we'll do the same thing on the other one. So all we want to do now is glue this top in place. And there you have it, a beginner-friendly project built with basic tools, inexpensive materials, and a few hours in the shop. I think it's proof that you don't need a fully equipped workshop to build something you're proud of. I decided to go with the rechargeable water dispenser instead of one of those manual pump style units. And that's exactly why I added these storage dividers at the bottom. They're the perfect place to keep the extra lids, charging cables, power block, all organized and right where I need them. Alright, so that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you'd like a copy of the plans, they're available over on my Etsy shop. They're affordable, easy to follow, and you'll find the link in the description below. If you want to join me on this beginner build series, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, and let's start getting comfortable in the shop.